Tourist or purist?
Oh, tourist or purist? Ooh.
Might be a drinking moment, but if we had drinks, but I'm just saying.
I am not. Personally, if I were to really be honest, I'm more of a purist now than I am a tourist, right? I'm more of a purist now, but without tourism, I wouldn't have got here.
Exactly.
That's just the point. So as much as I clamor on like the state of hype and all that and why hype is bad,
we wouldn't have a career.
I wouldn't have a career, man. Like I have, you have to do it. Like you guys would be surprised. My style now is like miles different from when I was younger. And that's because I was touring. Like I was a tourist. Like I was checking out certain things. You got to experiment and be happy to experiment. And yeah, so I got to give it up, shout out to the tourists out there. Just make it known. like as much as I'm more of a purist now because I've settled down, but I'm not going to stop anybody's journey in fashion. People should go on that journey. You should know what you're getting into, but I'm not going to stop anybody's
How are you supposed to know in the beginning if you don't, exactly.
If you don't explore, right? So
exactly.
I'm with you, tourists. I'm with you.
I agree with you.
You got a firm believer. You got a firm believer in your corner, even though you didn't know. He was like, Reggie picked tourists? Oh my God. OMG. He picked it. Should make a TikTok video about this.
Japanese Americana or Americana? That was a good question.
This is a good drinking moment right here.
You're pausing now.
Half of me says you got to go with the originator because without the originator, you don't get what you have here in Japan.
Right.
Half of me says that. The other half of me says, well, when motherfuckers do it better, excuse my language.
Yeah.
Right? I don't like to curse like that. But when motherfuckers do it better, you kind of got to give them a slow hand
They just do it better. Right?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry if you hear that and you're like, what are you saying the Japanese do Americana better? I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's no regrets.
Like, the fact that they did it better is the reason why the category exists in the first place.
Exactly.
Right?
That's why Japanese Americana exists, because they did it better. But do I put more cachet in who did it better? Or do I put more cachet in who did it? Man, I don't know. I'm gonna give it to, you know what? I can dead it all. I know who I'm giving it to. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to America. I'm gonna give it to America.
All right, look at that.
I'm gonna give it to America. I'm gonna give it to America when it comes to Americana, because again, without it, you don't have Japanese Americana. You just don't have it. Levi's, all that, don't come, like, it's not popular here unless it's popular in America. And if I think of peak Americana, it is on par with Japanese Americana. Like, if I think of peak, I think of like labels like Brooklyn Circus. Brooklyn Circus, if you know Brooklyn Circus, check it out. If you don't know it, check it out. I think of labels like Brooklyn Circus, and I'm like, and you know what? What's crazy? I actually spoke to the one of the managers at Brooklyn Circus when I took a trip to New York so many years ago. He was like, we have more clientele from Japan. Like, we have a lot of fans from Japan that come here and buy this, right?
Yeah.
And so when you have that kind of situation happening where Japanese are going over and feel that that's more authentic than what they already got, peak Americana, like Americana, like pure Americana.
Peak Japanese Americana.
And peak Japanese, it's right on par. And you have to give it to America in that sense. If that's the case.
A lot of it, double RL has kind of like done a lot of that already.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Like, no one has said anything, and I'm like, have you guys ever seen their denim or any? Like, this is exact. The aesthetic is identical, but no one talks. I don't know. Maybe it's
like,
it's a forgotten thing. I don't fucking know.
Keezy speaking 100% fax machine. Like seriously, like yeah, it's there, right? Like I wish I had a fax machine sound effect because that's exactly what you're never lie. Double RL over here in Japan was super popular for years. They just combined the stores now, but it's still a section in their Ralph Lauren store. So like no, I have to give it to America in that regard. Yeah, I have to give it to America in that regard, or just Western Americana or whatever you call it. Plus Carhartt, work in progress.
Work in progress. I got 2 more questions. All right. If you were to choose to be one profession, would you rather be a designer or a marketer in fashion?
Designer.
Okay.
Designer.
I thought you were gonna go.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah. I'm flipping everything on its head. No, I would rather be a designer. I'm more of a creative than anything.
But is this also too because you've already worked in the industry?
Yeah.
So you're already like
I know what it is, right? Like I know what it is. Like I don't like being a marketer. Like being in marketing is so. It's like knowing everything and not doing anything about it sometimes. Like you know what's bad, you know what's negative, you know what's positive. You know how to manipulate people, you know how to make people believe you. Like when you really are a good, even the most inexperienced marketer, like the worst marketer knows how to manipulate people. Like the person who's not really good at his job knows how to manipulate people, right? And that's what marketing is. It's like really, and it sounds negative, but that is really what the art of marketing is. It's like persuasion, like manipulating people into believing something and following you. And I like it because I like what I can teach people. Yeah, that's capitalism, right? And I like teaching people about marketing. But if I were to choose a profession, it would almost certainly be design because you escape that kind of realm of manipulation. And you get into the core of what you get into the core of what can really aesthetically draw people to your work. And I enjoy that. I enjoy the feeling of somebody being drawn to something that you do, rather than trying to convince them that what you're doing is what they should be drawn to, right? Like if somebody naturally goes and says, yo, I like it, that's what design should be about. But marketing is it can be, I'll tell you this. You become much more of a cynic when you're a marketer.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, like you become much more of a cynic because you just understand how people react to certain things. It's the reason why I feel about the way I feel about the fashion industry right now, because I'm such a cynic. Like I'm just
I would say that the cynic part comes out way more if the person that is the marketer never had, like, whatever their prior professions were like they've always been comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like if you came from absolutely nothing, I guess, if that's the better way to say it, and then you became a marketer and you were doing well doing that, you'd be like, bro, it's way better than what I was doing before. Like this marketing, this is nothing. You know, like that's kind of.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't really care. Like
like for me, it was just this idea of creating campaigns to reach people and who exactly to target, and who you're going to a community with intention, like these people are going to be attracted to this particular thing, and knowing that they're going to be attracted to this particular thing, because good marketers, you don't even know that they're marketing to you.
100%.
Like you just 100%. Don't know. You don't know that they're pitching you like this game, and you're like, oh, for real? Yeah, that's right, and then you start agreeing. It's basically Inception, right?
Right.
Good marketing.
No, it is. Yeah, you're right.
So that would definitely be a designer. Plus, I love to create. So that's the one thing that I'm a big fan of, more than anything.
Got it. All right, last question, which I wasn't gonna ask this, but drapey or no drapey?
Shout out to the drape.
I was like, man, if I ask this, either he's gonna laugh or he's just gonna give like some serious, like, I don't know, like.
Shout out to the drape, Hotline Bling, Scorpion. You know? Gotta put my head on the cover in the clouds, you know what I'm saying? Nah, shout out to the Drape. Drape Audrey, right? Like Aubrey, right? Nah, man, you knew the answer to that question. I'm going with the Drape, man. You know me.
Yeah.
But there's actually a reason for that, man. I don't think a lot of people know about this. It's a short story. The reason why I like kind of drapey clothing is because I played a lot of games as a kid. I played a lot of JRPGs, right? Okay. And I would always see these characters like in flowing clothes and everything. I was always like, yo, I want to wear that, but here's this crazy thing. I'm the worst, just so everybody knows, I'm the worst living in Japan person that you would expect to be, because I don't watch really Japanese animation. I don't play JRPGs anymore. I played them when I was like younger, and now I don't even mess with them things anymore, right? Like, I don't read Japanese manga. I don't do that. Like, there are certain ones that I'm a fan of that I keep, but I'm not like Japanese anime fan. Like, I'm more about Japanese history and culture and language, like that. Like, not really pop culture. I don't listen to Japanese music like that. I'm not that dude. I'm, like I said, I'm the worst. And for somebody to hear that, I know they're like, why is this fool in Japan? Right? I should be there. This fool don't like come on, man. It's basically Japanese fashion, history, and language. But I will give the conciliatory it's from my influence as a kid when I was playing these games, and I used to see kind of these characters, and I just loved the elegance of movement of garments. And
you know what that means? That means you're ready for the metaverse.
Yeah, I was ready. I was ready. I was always ready. I was always ready. I was like, yo, digital product, they coming soon, bro. You should be ready, right? No.
You already got a drapey NFT right now. I can see it.
I was ready, man. I can't deny it. Like, yeah, I was. But I keep it real with you. Before I wanted to get into fashion, I was already in music, but I actually wanted to do game character design. Like, most people don't know.
Oh,
like, I started from I'm an illustrator. So like, for me, I wanted to do character design when I was, coming up in school. And so I wanted to work at a gaming company. That was like my dream at one point. It's like, yo, I'm gonna go to, such and such school. I'm gonna learn character design. I'm gonna 3D design, and I'm gonna make video games, but I'm gonna do character design. And then ultimately it was just like, that's not cool enough.
Lo and behold, those people make a lot of money.
They make crazy cash. They make crazy cash. But I was just like, man, it's just not cool enough, man. Who gonna know about Reggie Casual talking to my future self? You know what I'm saying? With me talking about video games. No, I mean, I know a lot of cats like games today, but I really wanted to go into the game creation process when I was younger. And then it just, I got more and more into music, and from music I got more into dance, and then finally it was just like, I went right back into my illustration with fashion and graphic design. And from there it was just like, the minute that I got into college, it was over. Like, I wasn't gonna do any more character design. I was only doing fashion and music. So there you have it. So that's the short story of why I choose Drape over everything
Drapey
else.
No Drape, man. Drapey no Drape.
Drapey no Drape. And this is the last.
Actually, I do have one last question.
Okay, go ahead. No. Okay. Go ahead.
It's not a either or question, but the question is, what does a perfect day look like for Reggie Casual? You don't have to go too crazy. Yeah, what's like a perfect day to you?
Like a
living
general
where
day?
You're living now.
Our general day, or just the best day I could have? That's two different things. Because a perfect day for me could just be like walking
whichever
outside.
One you want to go with.
Okay, so let's go with a general day, right? A general day would probably be like from jump, getting the workout done, hitting the weights, get my fit together, going out, get my camera ready. Probably hit up either Harajuku, Minami Aoyama, Shinjuku, or or if I can, Roppongi. Get some shots. Go to like, I would go to United Arrows and Sons, chill there for a few hours because they got a bar there. So I probably like an hour or two.
Just kind of make your rounds, basically.
Yeah, just make our rounds and just chill out. You know, see what's out there. You know, basically review what's going on in the world of Japanese fashion, and then come back to the crib and probably watch a movie. Like,
there you
like
go.
it's real simple. Like it's real simple. Yeah. Like, you know, that's like a perfect, like the most perfect day for me is that kind of day, as far as general day. But like, if I were to say like the best day would probably be like, you know, meeting up with, like, say somebody like Nigo and talking about a collection, or like Nigo or Verdi talking about a collection that I'm dropping, or Hiroshi Fujiwata, and you know, having a meeting with them, or even somebody who's not as big like Jeff Staple, just like, yo, me and Jeff Staple are gonna have lunch and just talk fashion and talk business. Like that would be cool, right? Like for me, it's always about talking to individuals that I respect, right? Like, I wouldn't hit you up if I didn't respect you. So like, that's like my big thing. It's like, I just want to have conversations with people that can elevate me.
Have you met Nigo?
You know what? That's crazy. I've met all these people. I've never met Nigo.
Man, that man is just, he's just mysterious.
It's so weird. It's so weird because, okay, just to end it off. I guess it's not to end it off, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've met Hiroshi Fujiwara. I've met Hiroki Nakamura of Visvum. I've met Verdi. I've met
Jerry Lorenzo.
I met Jerry Lorenzo. I met Chris Gibbs and had a long conversation with him. Like, me and Chris Gibbs were rapping to each other like blah, 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 blah. I've met Kevin Ma, the dude who owns Hypebeast.
Wow. Oh, yeah, you know him. Yeah.
I've met Josh Stuber, I think that's his name. The guy who, the ex-CEO of StockX. Like,
wow.
Yeah, like I've met so many people. It's crazy. I've met Pharrell, right? Like I've met Pharrell twice.
Did you meet Virgil?
Right? I never met Virgil. That's a big regret. That's a big regret. I wish I would have.
Did you meet Ye?
That's right. I did. I met Kanye West.
Where did you meet him? Was it like,
okay, so anybody who's taken who's taken the tour of when I used to do tours of Airbnb in Japan, right? They will probably remember this. It was one group. Kanye West brought his then wife, Kim Kardashian, to Japan because she had never been to Japan. And so I knew that he was in Japan while I was there, right? Like I knew he was there, but I was like, there's no way that I'm gonna catch up with this dude. Like, that's just not gonna happen. But I did a tour one day, like I did a tour on like a Saturday or something. And so I'm taking this group around and I'm walking them around and I'm like, yo, this is this, you should check this out. This brand, you know, I'm giving my spiel, giving them the history of all these brands. And then I'm like, this is this. And I see Kanye, and I always do this kind of thing where I have guests or like I try to play it off. And I'm like, there's this label, there's that label. That's Kanye West right there. And then they were all like, I kid you not, I did this. Kanye turns around, looks, and he's like, hey, what up? I was like, yeah, what's up? His bodyguards were there, but he's just like, you know, gave me the head nod. And then everybody's like, that is Kanye West. So my entire group ends up following Kanye West because they knew who he was. But what was crazy is that when he was there, the Japanese people thought he was just dressing up like a person dressing up as Kanye West. So a lot of them thought he was just like a cosplayer that looked like Kanye West, but he wasn't really. And so he was able to like walk a lot of these streets and nobody was around him. But I knew it was him.
Yeah, I mean,
I even have it on the Twitter feed. When I used to be on Twitter, I took a picture of this dude's like, that's Kanye West right there, just chilling in Tokyo. So yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I didn't have a long conversation with him, but we gave the what's up, like, love your work, blah, blah, blah. I met John Legend too, which is kind of crazy. Not in Japan, but when I was in LA.
Wow.
So, like, I met a lot of people, but it's funny that I've actually never met I met Shinsuke Takizawa.
Wow.
The dude who owns Neighborhood Japan. Yeah. Well, I met him.
Yeah. You met Yoon too, right?
Yeah, I met Arsham as well. Like, dude, I it's kind of crazy. Like, kind of meet these people. And then, but that's what happens when you're in this space. But it also makes me wonder, how am I not like known yet? How do these people, like, what the hell? Like, I'm at where they're at, right? So yeah. I met Futura.
No way.
Yeah, I met Futura at a Hypebeast party.
That's crazy.
Right? So yeah, no, man.
Well, one day I'll get to fly to Japan and I'll get to.
Yeah, man. All you got to do is just you just got to make the rounds. Like, seriously, seriously, guys, it's really not that hard to meet all these people because, like, if you just go to one party at the Trump Room, they're all there. Like, they're all like, I met Yuta Hosokawa, the owner of Ready Made, and Poggy the Man, because they were at the Jerry Lorenzo event. Like, I met a lot of these people because they were at, like,
they all congregate at the same.
Yeah, they all go to the same places. Yeah. So, like, it's not like, wow, man, did you get an opportunity? It's like, nah, man, they were just there. Like, they were there and I was there. Like, I went to the way that I met the day that I met Hiroshi Fujiwara is the same day that I met Hiroki Nakamura.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's kind of like that. So it's not big, but it's actually kind of cool.
No, that's dope. Well, one day,
hey, man, you just chill with me. I'll make sure that you meet the people that you need to meet.
Oh, 100%, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I just need that horn everywhere we go.
Shout out to the horn. All right, man. So yeah, that's what it's all about, man. Thank you, Keezy, for those questions, bro. Like, that's
yeah, sure.
You know, we need to do that. We'll probably have to cut that in 2 parts, right?
There you go. There it is.
I got long-winded. But yeah, you know what it's about. It's been great having you on the show, man. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey and a part of our 2022 mission, and just bringing more creatives and more individuals on the channel. And doing these collaborations, I think it's going to be a really great year. We hope to have you on again because...
bro. It's yes every time, bro. You ask me all the times throughout the year. And I'm like...
we'll definitely have you on. Probably get somebody else on here as well at the same time once we get everything squared away. That being said, this is the actual last one that will be... the last episode that will be released with Keezy this week. So if you want more, you can go ahead and check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/thecasual. Keezy might also have some stuff too, so it's all great. And really, you're gonna get extra content. You're gonna learn about the fashion industry. You're gonna get overtimes. There's so much more that's gonna be behind closed doors. And so I want you guys to be a part of that if you can. If you can't, you know what it is. Keep it locked right here for all of your info on international street fashion culture and business from Tokyo. It's your boy, Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. But my boy, Keezy, what else you gotta say? End it off for me.
Yeah, you put me on a
shout out to Keezy with the ending. It ain't easy being Keezy, you know. I should have had you go first. Dang, man.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I tried to do my thing. He's too curveball right there.
I hear you. It's all good. Well, we'll see you next time.